calm isn't passive. People sit there, I am calm. I do nothing. No, 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 no. Calm can be a very, very active person. Calm is an active form of leadership, but you're doing it in a way that is keeping everyone else calm around you. Imagine the firefighter who is dealing with, we are outside a building and there are four people inside. And the guy doesn't freak out. Instead, he says, we have to go in and find these people. And it's a calm, peaceful resolve. He tells his team what they need to do. You guys get this blaze. You guys go out the front door. We're going to take up these sides, see if we can get a way in. And it's this calm type of leadership that keeps everything going smooth and keeps the whole ship headed in the right direction. Welcome back to the Sean Trey Show. I'm here, and this is kind of my solo recording today, so I am here to chat with you guys a little bit about life. How you guys doing? I'm okay. I'm talking to you. I want to share a little bit of what's going on in my world. I was sick as a dog this week, like really, really sick. It was awful. I don't normally get sick. Pretty proud of that. Like, I take good care of myself. I am always trying to eat healthy. And I don't know what it was. I had something happen and I got really, 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 really sick. And it was not fun at all. And it left me feeling pretty tired and overwhelmed and unhappy. But I'm coming out the other side of it. And it reminded me of some different concepts right now that I'm thinking and looking at. I was talking to a friend and we were looking at, workflows and things like that. And in life, we go through seasons, and there are seasons where things are fast, they are flying and they are rocking. And there are times where things slow down and where projects are uncertain. And when life feels uncertain, the next step, we see stories about around the world. There are wars and there's uncertainty and there's chaos and it's tempting to panic. Like, it's really tempting to panic. I hate, and I will say that with a strong H, hate flying internationally. And later today, I have to fly back to the US, which is going to be awesome. I'll see my family and I'll get to give everyone hugs. And I have a big suitcase right over here with some stuff for my nieces that my daughter sent all of her old Barbies that she doesn't play with anymore back. I mean, we have a half a suitcase of Barbies and dolls. It's awesome. But I hate flying. I absolutely hate it. And I hate traveling. I hate being away from my center. It just leaves me feeling constantly in a panic. And, I get to, or I should say, I have to be away from my daughter for a whole week. Not going to be a week, but it's like 4 days. And I don't know why that stresses me out as well. Ilani is a bit of an anchor for me. And, it's challenging when I'm away from her and I worry about her for every single moment of every single day for how many years. Like, this little person has been, or keeping this little person safe has been the cornerstone of my life. And it's just very much, it does induce anxiety into me. Now, where am I going? Everyone faces seasons like this, whether it's in business or life or in personal growth. There are ups and there are downs, and suddenly, no matter what's going on, all of us will hit a storm. And storms come in all shapes and sizes. But you can't fight the storms. Right now in Vietnam, there's a massive storm that just hit. And it's really sad. It caused a lot of flooding, and a lot of people are really in a tough situation right now. And that is inevitable. Wherever you go, those happen. But the beauty of people is that we are resilient and that we can help one another. We can care for one another. We can love one another. But that doesn't make the storm any easier for the person who's in it. Now, some of what I've learned to focus on is my martial arts training and also Stoicism. I love Stoicism, big fan of it. And, I come back to, as often as I can, the dichotomy of control. Control what you can and let go of what you can't. And one of the things that I've learned is that whether it be in martial arts or in business or in parenting, if you lose your head, if you lose your calm, you can't perform well. You can't fight well. You can't function well. And last week, I gave everyone the example about the cockroach that flew into my daughter's face. If you didn't listen to that, go back and listen to it. It was a fun story. But, I remember once I was in this, what was it? We were on a hayride. We're going down a hill. There was about 40 kids in the back of this trailer, about 10 kids in the back of a truck and the truck trailer. I mean, this is the 90s. We did stuff like that. We're going down this hill, and then suddenly the truck tried to turn, but the hitch wasn't connected well. It was too much weight in the trailer, and the trailer unhitched, and the truck jackknifed and started sliding down the road sideways with everything just dragging it. And we slowly came to a stop, and hit a tree. I know it sounds horrible, but everyone freaked out. Everyone freaked out. And, I was thankful for my martial arts training at that moment because I just stepped up and I was like, guys, everyone be quiet. It was before cell phones, so no one had any flashlights. And I recognized the most important thing at that moment was getting everyone out of the road. So I said, hey, everyone, I need everyone to shut up and we're going to get everyone out and off of the road. We need to get away from this truck and trailer. So in case another vehicle comes along down the road and it hits it or comes in, we're all safe. And we stayed calm. And there were me and two other people stepped up and were keeping people directed and calm. And we started getting everyone out of the trailer safely. And we got everyone to the side of the road. And when the next car came, luckily they came nice and slowly, but everyone was safely away from the vehicle. But it took us being calm and staying calm. Now, there were some things that you want to remember when you are in the storm. First of all, the storm isn't permanent. Um, but your reaction to it sets the tone for everyone around you. If you're freaking out in the middle of the storm, you know, what was it? I always loved when I was watching Jim Henson's The Muppets, Animal, "Wah!" Or Kermit the Frog, just losing their mind. Um, if you're losing your cool in the middle of all this, then you are not inspiring safety or trust amongst your workers. You are leaving people feeling very, very, very overwhelmed, very, very afraid. And that is no good, no bueno, not good at all. And what I would recommend is that, if you can find your little space of zen, your little piece of calm, it can help really assist you in overcoming the challenge that you're dealing with. Now, the thing to realize, calm isn't passive. People sit there, I am calm. I do nothing. No, 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 no. Calm can be a very, very active person. Calm is an active form of leadership, but you're doing it in a way that is keeping everyone else calm around you. Imagine the firefighter who is dealing with, we are outside a building and there are four people inside. And the guy doesn't freak out. Instead, he says, we have to go in and find these people. And it's a calm, peaceful resolve. He tells his team what they need to do. You guys get this blaze. You guys go out the front door. We're going to take up these sides, see if we can get a way in. And it's this calm type of leadership that keeps everything going smooth and keeps the whole ship headed in the right direction. Now, another thing that I try to do with my team, any day that we are slow and we don't have a lot of videos to edit, and this is something I teach Ailani, this is something I teach my martial arts students, sharpening the sword. Slow seasons are a gift to refine your tools. Now, we can use these slow seasons to get back into our creative space. Sometimes when we are going out and we are creating, especially at work, my team will be working hard, doubling down on things. But when we get to a point of well, we don't have anything to do, the biggest danger, and I'm going to get on my team's case yesterday because I gave them some time to practice and improve, and they goofed off. And I love them to pieces, but today we have another slow day, and I'm going to push them really. I need to see a refined product to show me something better by noon, because in those slow times, it is a time to improve. It is a time to get better. It is a time to train. It is a time to deepen your mindset, to learn new skills, and to come back even more prepared when things get tough, because they inevitably will. Or maybe you want to offer something new to your clients. Maybe you want to be a better dad. For me, you know, um, I had an event that someone tried to start a fight with me. And while I was driving home with Ailani, and I, was able to, hey, you know what, dude, go all away, calm down. But it left me remembering, it's like, what happens if someone doesn't calm down? What happens if someone does get into it? You know, am I in a place that I'm healthy and fit enough to defend my family? And I put myself back into Muay Thai. Now, granted, I don't have any Muay Thai fights coming up. I am not aiming to compete in martial arts, No, thank you. That is definitely not a goal of mine. But I am looking to be in a space and be healthy enough, be fit enough so that I can handle a situation if it comes my way. And that is part of sharpening the sword. Don't curse the downtime. Use it to prepare. Be thankful for the slowness because the storm will come. It is inevitable. And when you have these slow moments in your life, when you are dealing with whatever little thing it might be, you know what, I don't have the motivation right now, man, get up and work. This is the day, David Goggins, get up and run, get out and do something because challenge will come. It is a matter of time. And if you are prepared and ready, you will be ready for the adversity. Now, instead of worrying about the storm or less opportunities, double down on what you can do today. If you are having a slow day and you are a singer, go and practice your vocals. If you are a MMA fighter and you don't have a fight on the horizon, get in the gym. If you are a piano player and you don't know when your next performance is, practice. If you are a business person and you don't have a deal right now, go and take an online course. Go figure out how to sharpen your skills, how to be better. These are the things that you can do. It comes back to the dichotomy of control. What can you control and what can you not? Now, and if you can figure out which is which, you can be prepared for whatever might come. When the storm passes, you'll be sharper, calmer, and more ready for whatever is going to come your way. Now, I would like to encourage you to ask yourself the question, how can you sharpen your sword this week? And what can you do to be more prepared, to be more ready, and to be a more powerful force on the other side of that storm? Gratitude, it is important to have gratitude for the struggle. Storms make leaders. One last note, find gratitude for the challenges you're going through right now because they are there to help you sharpen your sword. They are there to turn you into a greater leader. They are there to harden you, to strengthen you, and to refine you. So whatever you can do, see how you can stay calm, stay sharp, and keep moving forward. Now, I got to go, get back to work, train my team, and revise and refine our systems. Hope you guys have a beautiful week, and I will chat with you soon. Got to go actually pack for my flight. Staying calm, it will be okay. I'll see you guys next time.